All right, we are gridded up and looks like we are ready to go. Marshals are in place. Corner marshals are in place. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. We're getting ready to go racing on the sound of the tone. It was overall a good, clean start there on that one. Work together, guys. These first couple laps are always scary at any race, especially with the E-truggies. There's a lot of cars with instant power that are very wide. Oh, corner marshal got pulled off of that 4 bucket there. There was one there when we started. Not sure what happened. Eric Hagan, can I get you go to 4? Eric, look at me. Right up here in the front. All right, Ash Bristol now starting to try to pull away a little bit in this one. He's in that white, red, and black truck as he heads into the triple. Already going to come up on the back of Jesse there. Thank you, Jesse. 2 Scott's going to go to Brendan Bartlett. So Ash, your TQ able to stay up there. Brendan from the 4 up there now. The 2 of Evan has gone backwards a little bit, as has the 3 of Brian Eider. Oh, caution coming to the front, guys. Help on the front. Help in that front double. Careful on that. Easy, guys. Easy, guys. All right, Daniel, out. Awesome. Thank you. So it's going to be Ash, Brendan, and Devin King right now, your top 3 here in this one. Then it's going to be Jared, Evan, your top 5, Austin, Britt, Brian, Jason, Jack, Chase, James, Lee, Jesse, and Danny. So Bartlett now looks like he has gotten by Ash on the clock as those guys head into the triple. Then Devin's going to be in that 3 spot right behind the all yellow buggy, yellow truck. Trying to figure out who's running the all yellow truck in this one. Oh, Kazakuria. Garrett actually has that spot now. Oh, and then he lost it, and then they contact. Careful, Matty, get out of there. Oh, so the contact with Kazakuria over the double is 3 and 4 connect. Will be the end of Devin's A1 run. That's unfortunate. It was good runs by both of those guys. The little side by side as Devin tried to slide to the inside of Jared. Your leader still going to be Ash now, as Ash and Brendan have gone back and forth just a little bit as they go over the triple. It is that white, red, and black truck with the yellow wheels, then the white, yellow, and orange with the white wheels of Brendan as they come down the drop down right now. Ash has that top spot. Your TQ doesn't have his number sticker on, but he'll be coming up on the back of Jack. That is leader right behind you, Jack. The next two cars are. Thank you. And so it's a good battle still for those two. As Brendan trying to stay right there with Ash as they come up to the rest of the field. It's going to be the Johnson and Johnson are the next two trucks that they're going to see here. Is your leader. Oh, James. So Ash right now going to the left-hand switchback. Then he'll do the right-hand switchback right here. Then over the double-doubles they go. Brendan running in that 2 spot. The third belongs to Evan Roth. Evan Roth in that all-orange truck. Also a leader with the yellow wing. Fourth is going to be Brian Eider, Jared Kazacria in the 5. Down, up over the triple they go. To your leaders. 1 and 2 now into the double-double up in the front-hand side. With 1:10 to go on the race clock. 1:10 to go. Then I'll pause for a quick second here. Let those E-buggy guys get up to the track. I'll have some 1-minute calls for tire changes and etc. Oh, Chase Johnson rolls it over. Dad goes by. James Johnson. That's the battle for 9 and 10 right now with Jason Burks right in front of them. Oh, Ash rolls it over. Brendan will go by for the top spot. The battle for the lead with 25 seconds into the step on and step off. Britt, you'll have leaders there with you. Both cars, 1 and 2 are right there with you. Thank you, Britt. Looks like James and Jason tangled a little bit. Jason waiting for it to clear. Thank you, Jason. Race clock has expired. Race them to the line. Brian and Jared slam it into the end. Drag race it across the line. They go in that battle for the 4 and 5. Race them to the line, race them line. We go back to the battle for the lead. It is into that right-hand side. Britt, once again, you'll have leaders there with you as battling for the overall here in A-main number 1. Brendan's going to put it right on the... Oh, a big run by Ash to slide to the inside. 7 thousandths of a second. Brendan Bartlett will take the win. A great finish there to A-main number 1. Ash almost able to slide to the inside there. A nice clean move and then shut it down enough to not put anybody in pit lane at risk. All right, guys. If looks like I got the food truck out of there. Avoid parking in front of the trailers for the rest of the day, please. Just about 6 minutes behind, guys. So I'm going to hold this for just a second, please. Hold this for just a second. I have some guys who are running Spec tire and open E-buggy, so I'm letting them swap those batteries over. Got nowhere good to put it. Are you okay, Keith? Guess we'll find out. Marshall's out, please. Brendan, Ash, Evan, Brian, Jared, Austin, Britt, Chase, Jason, James, Lee, Jack, Jesse, Devin, and Danny. All right, race 28 track is yours. Race 28 track is yours. All right, guys, track is closed. Track is closed. Grid them up, please. All right, we are gridded up. This is open E-buggy. This is A-main number 1. Drivers, let's show them why this is the open A-main. Corners ready, drivers ready. We're going racing. Sound of the tone. All right, so we're around that first corner into a little bit of a clean start. Now the next tricky spot is at the top of the hill there where guys have a little bit of different braking points. They're out and underway. Tebow a little bit wide off of that triple. Wiggins took a look inside. Can't quite make it stick, though, so it'll be Tebow and Wiggins, 1 and 2, followed by the 3. Keith Hadley in that 3 spot. Then Walker Spinrad's going to be in the 4, Peterson and Ash. We just saw a great finish to the E-truggy class with Ash and Brendan. Ash now trying to do it here in E-buggy style. Working down that left-hand side of the track. Oh, Hadley gets a little bit sideways. Jared Wiggins spins it out. Now Hadley will go by. Now Wiggins is going to have to work through Keith. He's a very consistent driver, very good at holding those lines. It will not be easy for Wiggins. So Jared Tebow out in front, goes down the drop down here in A-main number 1 of your open E-buggy class. Super fast class here this weekend. As we mentioned before, made some decisions to think about how we were going to handle the faster drivers, and you know what? It is a privilege to race against the best. Everybody showed up and paid the same dollars. We are racing for points here this weekend. Oh, looks like Keith is now back behind Walker just a little bit here. Hadley to the inside. Good move on Walker, though. Ash right there in the mix as well. So Tebow starting to pull away just a little bit. Wiggins has a cushion. Keith, big jump out over that pipe. That's going to set him up really funny for that little sky climb to the heavens there on the left-hand side. Stairway to heaven, but he makes it cleanly. Walker going to be right there in the 2. Tebow and Wiggins pulling away just a little bit. So we're going to stay with the battle for 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on that back side of the track right now. That is going to be Keith, Walker, Ash, Taylor, Phelong, and McCoy. McCoy back from that battle just a little bit. Wynn slides to the inside of Peterson there as they air it out on the stairway to heaven now, bringing it back down to the roller coaster. Tebow up the back side of the track over that front side little double. Working back around and into the right-hander and across the line this time by for Jared. 29.491, new fast lap of the race. So sub 30 seconds here for Jared Tebow. As he goes into that on and off section right now. Hadley still running in 3rd. It looks like Phelong's gotten by Walker as well. So Wynn with a whole bunch of trouble in the E-buggy class yesterday. Looks like he might got it sorted out. Running into a top 4 position now. Going to try and hunt down Keith right in front of him all the way up from that 11th qualifying position is Phelong. With essentially a 0 and a bunch of 30s to go along with it. 4 down, 6 to go, 4 down, 6 to go. Your leader is Jared Tebow. Wiggins still sits about 4 seconds back from him. It was 3.6 last time by. So Tebow's going to be the blue, red, and white Miyako with the black wing. Jared Wiggins going to be the blue, orange, and white Techno with the black wing. Keith Hadley's going to be the red, or the blue, red, and white Techno with the black wing. Then Phelong's going to be the pink and green with the white wing. Walker's going to be pink and white with the black wing. Peterson, pink and white with the white wing. And Ash, red, white, and black with the black wing. Those are 1 through 7 right there. So if any of those guys happen to catch anybody 8 through 15 right now, give them a little bit of breathing room. Oh, Ash looks to the inside of Peterson there. Gets it. Peterson quick on the drop down. Right back by of Ash. So Tebow, Wiggins, last time by, 3 seconds flat, so Wiggins a little bit the quicker. 4:30 to go, 4:30 to go, 5:30 down, 4:30 to go. Oh, spin rad. Flips the pipe a little bit on that 180. That's going to put Peterson right behind him, looking for a way around as they head into the stairway to heaven on the left-hand side of the track. Oh, a little bit loopy. Goes those 2 drivers, but it'll get Peterson past Walker there. Hadley running in that 3 spot, trying to hold off Felong as much as he can. Thank you, Matt. Working back up over that triple they go. Felong looking for a way around Hadley. Hadley trying to slam the door, but Felong with a great drive to the inside. It was a clean move. Keith tried to throttle back, kind of clipped a rear wheel of Felong as they went down the hill, and he rolls it over. So Hadley will go to the 4. And then Hadley clips the pipe at the top of the hill. So now he'll try and hold off Peterson here. Anybody wants to run camera because they're waiting and sitting around, now's a great time to do it in some of these E-main or E-buggy mains. Jared Tebow and Jared Wiggins, 3.3 seconds till the gap. It's been pretty consistently held at that 3-second mark for a lot of the run here. Tebow dropping down the hill. Car number 1, your TQ here in open E-buggy into those double sections. Wiggins looks like he's the quicker this time. It's a 3.2 second gap. 29.6, 29.5 out of Jared, his best lap for Wiggins. We got a couple consistent 29-second laps right now. Tebow now coming to the line. Wiggins trying to reel him in. Just under 2 minutes to go. 29.7 for Tebow, 29.7 for Wiggins. No change up front. That 3rd spot belongs to Felong Win as he comes across this time. 29.497 out of Felong, his best lap of his race. Top 3 drivers, top 4 drivers. Keith Hadley also with a sub 30-second lap. Walker pulling it off there in race number 7, or in spot number 7. With 1:15 to go. Hadley still fighting off Taylor Peterson here. With 1 minute to go, they're scheduled to go 22 laps, so 3 more laps for your leaders. Hadley in car number 3 coming to the line right now behind car 10 of Kurt. So if he puts a little pressure, Kurt will give him a little bit of room. Jared Tebow with 30 seconds to go on the clock. Jared trying to play block here. It looks like we might have a battery kind of going dead there. Wiggins jumps to the outside. Tebow back to the inside there. A little bit of a tangle. Tebow trying to do his best. With 5 seconds to go on the clock, it's going to be a race him to the line situation. Wiggins trying to find a way around Jared. Jared just absolutely slamming. Oh, it's going to be a drag race there. Tebow back tries to the inside. Hell of a job by Tebow trying to play the block game with a dumping cell. Felong Win will go 4. Keith Hadley in, or 3. Keith Hadley 4. Taylor Peterson in the 5. Ash, Evan, McCoy, AJ, Brian, and Kurt. All right, I think we are scheduled for track maintenance here. If the track crew wants to take a look, please, track crew, take a look. It's a Spec tire. We're scheduled for maintenance. Race 28 marshals back to the track, please. Race 28 marshals back to the track, please. If you're volunteering for anybody in that open E-buggy main, now is the time to head back to the track, please. Race 29, track is yours. All right, guys, track is closed. Close. No more triples, please. No more triples. No more triples. No more triples. No more triples, Phipps. Last chance for fuel. Clean them out. Down. McCoy, can I get you to go to 4? All right, this is 20-minute Spec tire on the track right now. Taylor Peterson, your 2 car quickly out in front a little bit. Carson Phipps falls down to the 3 now. Taylor in that white and blue in Nitro, much more aligned with his specialty than the E-buggy stuff. Carson Phipps in the 2. Right now, your leader going down that drop down. It's got Carson Phipps and Kurt Kellum in the 2. That's a big tumbling Azure on the right-hand side. He's going to lose 3 positions. He was right behind Kurt in the 4. Right now, it is Taylor Peterson, Carson Phipps, and Kurt Kellum, your top 3. Chuck Harris putting the pressure on Kurt just a little bit. Kazacria in the mix as well. Then Ryan Prince and Austin Azure. Harris tumbling and stumbling. Oh, collects Prince. Prince gets the worst of it, but McCoy was right there to get him going again. Your leader is going to be Taylor Peterson, pink and white buggy, top to bottom. It's going to be Taylor, Carson, Kurt, Jared, and Austin, your top 5. Chuck, Ryan, Matt, Rick, and Jason, your top 10. Toby, Brian, Ryan, Jordan, and Bryant. The 9 car of Jordan Hessness appears to already be off track. Carson trying not to lose touch with Taylor. It's a good battle between 3 and 4 on the left-hand side with Kurt and Jared. Running down across the line is your leader. Carson staying with him best he can here in this one. Taylor, Carson, Kurt, Jared is the running order here in this one. The top 3, that is the podium that we currently have here in Spec Tire Nitro Buggy. All of these drivers on that Spec Tire. The TZO 601 is the tire. We'll see how it does on this new hot and abrasive surface after 20 minutes of runtime. Right now, it is 5 down, 15 to go. 5 down, 15 to go. We're going to start to see some fuel stops here in just a little bit. Dustin Howell, Dustin on the bucket. .530, 14:30 to go. Taylor Peterson with a half a second advantage right now. Got a closing gap in the back with Carson. That is the battle for the lead. The pink buggy and then the white, orange, and blue buggy. If somebody wants to come run moving camera, this would be a really good one to watch. Taylor Peterson in for fuel to try and clean out of that battle just a little bit, get some open track here. Six down, 14 to go. 6 down, 14 to go. Carson Phipps is going to take over that new top spot. In this, 41 laps are the pace. Carson with a hot lap of the race, 30.556. So Carson Phipps in that white, orange, and blue, out on the track kind of as his own, going over the triple right now. Into the step on and step off. He has that top spot. The 2 spot's going to belong to Peterson. Kellum in the 3rd. Leader in for fuel. So now the battle for the 1 on the left side of the track. That is the battle for the top spot with 12:30 to go. Side by side, Peterson to the outside. They come into the roller coaster section now, working back up over that triple they go. Taylor and Carson airing it out in the backside of the track, right-hand side now. Coming to the loop is the battle for the lead right in front of us here on the double doubles. Over on the left-hand side. Oh, Carson makes a bobble. He's going to sort back just a little bit now. So Taylor into those roller coaster sections. So Taylor, Carson, Kurt, your podium. Jared and Matt, your top 5. Ryan, Chuck, Rick, Jason, Austin, Ryan Gibson, Toby, Brian, and Jordan. Taylor Peterson with the top spot as he goes down into that little bit of a bowl there. Carson trying to chase him. Up over the triple they fly. 8:50 down, 11 minutes to go here in this 20-minute race. Working on that left is Taylor Peterson. He's pulled away from Carson just a little bit. Kazakria, Kurt Kellum, and Matt Miller, 3, 4, and 5, also in a little bit of a battle. As they come across the line here, Toby, you will have leaders there with you shortly. So Taylor Peterson, hot lap of the race, 35.46 on lap number 18, just went across. Working on lap number 20 now, into that backside. Phipps trying to stay with him, doing a good job, 2.6, that it's a 17-second gap back to 3rd, and Jared Kazakria. Kurt Kellum running in that 4 spot as he qualified. Jared in the 5, the 3 spot of Chuck Harris currently sitting back in that 7th position. It is a 4.6 second gap now for your leader as he comes down that roller coaster section down the hill with 9:15 to go. And he'll come up behind Ryan Prince there. Ryan, you will have leader there with you. Thank you, sir. Well done. Peterson continuing to drive around. Fastest 8-scale racer ever to come out of the Northwest. Now a transplant from Texas. Comes back to visit once a year. Feel honor and privilege that he attends the Wilde events when he does. And right now he finds himself out in front of the Spec Tire Nitro buggy main with 8:30 to go. Got leaders in front of you, Gibson. Be mindful, be mindful. Kazakria and Kurt have been battling this whole time as well. If I can figure out where they're at on the track. Kazakria going up over the triple right now. Kazakria goes upside down. So Kurt will make a pass for that third position. We got that battle on camera now, getting to watch it at home with everybody as well. Kurt Kellum out of Texas in that third spot. Jared Kazakria right here in that 4. Side by side racing action into that little sweeper. Kurt with the clipped pipe. Able to keep it driving. What a save by Kellum. Down that hillside they go with 7:15 to go. Phipps goes to the top spot now as Peterson comes in for a second fuel lap. We'll keep an eye on that battle as it starts to tighten up. Be mindful of the leaders, guys. White, orange, and blue. And pink and white. Then a couple of pink and whites. And the pink and yellow. Carson in for fuel now. Peterson does go by there. Leaders are in the mix of some lap traffic with Harris. That Carlson as well. So Woody, let's find that battle over the triple there. Yeah, with Taylor Peterson and Carson Phipps. That's the battle for the overall. Here in the front. Got a car stuck on the pipe. It might be dead. It is dead car for Matt Miller. Couple of guys with some flame out here. McCreary loses a wheel. Spec tires are great, but they got to stay on the car. So Peterson on the backside now. Phipps trying to stay in tow with him. Thank you, Jason. Working back around here with 5:40 to go. 5:40 to go. Peterson out in front. Last fuel stops are likely done. Matt Miller out and underway. McCreary coming back to the driver's stand. A wheel nut must have been found. Berg with the fuel stop as well. That was Brian in that one. Your leaders coming into the double-double in front of the driver's stand over on the left-hand side now. Climbing up the stairway to heaven and down into the roller coaster with 5 to go. Taylor, Carson, Jared, and Kurt. Chuck, your top 5. Ryan, Austin, Jason, Bryant, Ryan Gibson, your top 10. Toby, Matt, Rick, Brian, and Jordan, the rest of the running order. Peterson on that backside going down the dead drop right now. Car still looking really hooked. Carson in chase mode as well. Kurt Kellum is there, but he is a lap back of 1 and 2. Jason Berg in for his final fuel stop now. JB Paints laying down some sick paint schemes for guys local here as Azure and Gibson side by side. Gibson wisely checking the brakes there as he was a little going to head into Austin there. We're riding along with Carson Phipps trying to chase down Peterson. The gap is 2.1 seconds with 4 minutes to go. Into that backside go both your leaders. Phipps will not go away. Jared, the leaders will be the next cars on you. Jared currently running in that 3rd spot. Peterson comes in for fuel with 3:30 to go. Clips the pipe a little bit coming in. Now that's going to be Phipps with the advantage. 3:25 to go. Phipps upside down. Peterson back by. The battle for 1 and 2 now down the drop. They got to close that gap right on that drop. A lot of passes being made there this weekend. So Taylor, Carson, 1 and 2 with 3 minutes to go here in your Spec tire. And Jared, Kurt, and Ryan Prince, your top 5. Top 3 are getting awards today. Got to make it to the podium to get that award. Kazacria in for fuel now. Here come your leaders, though. 1 and 2 down the straightaway. That lag haul of the straightaway, it's more of a double section right in front of the driver's stand with 2:20 to go. Jared, you'll have leaders on you. Don't be the reason. Thank you. Got a dead car in the triple. That's not going to work, Carson. Thank you. Chuck Harris dead after the drop down. That's good, Matt. Thank you. That was good. $1:45 to go. Carson has been right there with Taylor Peterson. Both of those drivers familiar with the TZO product. They find themselves out in front right now. As the clock gets closer and closer to those zeros, Taylor, Carson, Jared, Kurt, and Ryan are your top 5. Your battle for the lead in that backside. They'll be coming up on the back of Gibson and Toby here shortly. 1 to go. With 30 seconds left in this one. It is super close on the left-hand side. Bryant, you'll have the leaders battling for position here on the final lap. Spec tire coming down to this one. Peterson in the white and pink. The white, orange, and blue of Carson Phipps now trying to reel him in. One more time over the triple they go. Stepping on and off. Ooh, a little bit of a short pipe. Peterson gives Carson a little bit of an opportunity there. Race clock has expired. Race him to the line. Taylor almost clipping the pipe, able to hang on to it, and he will drive across the line and hang on to it. Race him to the line. Kazacria able to hang on to the podium. Kurt Kellum goes 4. Ryan Prince is going to get a top 5. And there it is, all stop, all done. Taylor Peterson, Carson Phipps, Jared Kazacria, Kurt Kellum, Ryan Prince, Austin Azure, Jason Burke, Bryant Carlson, Toby Jenkins, Matt Miller, Ryan Gibson, Chuck Harris, Brian Lukovich, Rick McCreary, and Jordan Hessness. All right, somebody put some MIP tools in a wrong bag, so we have some extra MIP tools lying around. So if you can describe them and get them back. All right, can I get my representatives or my Spec tire guys out to the track to marshal, please? That was a fun one there, Carson and Taylor. Battling that whole way. All right, guys, track is yours. Race 30, track is yours. All right, let's grid them up, please. Track is closed. Track is definitely getting abrasive, so by A3, there might be some guys just hanging out. Some pretty close to bald tires here in E-buggy. Well, let's find out. Spec tire E-buggy A-main number 2. Thank you, Ryan. Marshals are in place. We're getting ready to go racing here. Keith Hadley, your A1 winner. Corners ready. Drivers ready. And 5. All right, we're calling that a good start here for A-main number 2. Dustin Denton with a big tumble after the drop down. Kobe Harris upside down as well. Daniel Price running the all red body this weekend. Throwing me for a little bit of a loop. Not seeing a pink and silver car out there. Hadley out in front. Miller going to try and stay with him. Keith is like, I'm just trying to lock this thing up in 2 so I don't have to run 3 and my weekend can slow down a little bit here. Matt Miller says, nah, man, I'm going to put the pressure on you and make you go all the way and the distance in this one with 1:15 down, 8:45 to go. Good little train of cars working around, led by Hadley. Matt Miller in that 2 spot, Evan Roth in the 3. So Hadley coming across right now, followed by Miller. Miller forgot to put a transponder back in that car, but we'll get it squared away here. Track maintenance following this race, guys. Track maintenance following this race. Going to be kind of back to a lot of track maintenance to finish us off here to try and give a little bit of time in between some of the AAAs. So Hadley and Miller on the left-hand side of the track now with 6:45 to go. Then it's going to be Evan Roth still running a good clean spot in that 3rd. Dylan Allison up to 4. Jordan in the 5. Matt, Aaron, Austin, Daniel, Kobe, Eric, Dustin, Brandon, Sam, and Lee. So Austin Hudson, the driver, going the wrong direction here in this one. Biggest mover in this one. No real big movers. Right now, your leader's heading up over that triple. Popping up is that blue, a red, and white Techno buggy of Keith Hadley. Matt Miller in the 2 spot, white wheels, multicolor. A little bit of blue, a little bit of green, a little bit of pink with the white wing. Not going to let Keith run away with this one. Out in front, 4:15 down, 5:45 to go. Not quite halfway through this one here in Spec A-main number 2. Go ahead, Dustin. Dortmund and Hessness side by side. Dortmund, oh, nice move by Dortmund. Gets him through the step on, step off. Halfway home in this one. 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. .7 is the gap between 2 and 3. These guys doing double duty, making both the Spec tire and the open E-buggy mains. Those diehard guys, absolutely that. Diehards. They find their way in both of those mains. Evan Ross still running 3 there, 4.6 back of that battle for the 2nd position. Your leader, Keith Hadley, trying to wrap it up here in A-main number 2. As they run right now, you would have your champion. But there's still 4 minutes left on this one. We ride along with Matt Miller as he climbs that hillside, currently running in that 2nd position. Floating around that backside. Coming down the dead drop right now. He's 4.7 back of Matt Miller. Or of Keith Hadley is Matt. 6.2 now. So Keith's starting to pull away here with 3 minutes to go. Bryce will have leaders on you here shortly. 6.2 to 6.1. Pretty much dead heat that time around. Austin and Kobe battling it out. Kobe went for the air pass, couldn't stick it. Bounced over. Top to bottom, it's Keith, Matt, Evan, then Dylan, Jordan, Matt Dortman, Aaron Brown, Austin Hudson, Kobe Harris, Daniel Price, and Eric Hagan all in a battle. Then Dustin Denton, Brandon Deitch, Dan Oz, and Lee Hackney. Eight down, 2 to go. Marshall behind you, Marshall. I'm going to go find that battle between Dylan, Jordan, and Aaron because that is a really good one right now. It looks like it's up over the triple. Dylan and Jordan into that back section now. Over that little bit of a baby double. Dropping it down. Jordan trying to reel him in. That would be for 4th position here in A-main number 2. With 1:10 to go. And Aaron Brown right there in the mix as well. So that 3-car battle for 4th position. Coming down the dead drop right now. Pink and blue of Dylan. Red and white of Jordan. And the white with the orange stickers of Aaron Brown. $40.